Thanks for being with us here on WAJR's Ask the Experts. The folks from HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness are here. Stephen Gutshall and Margie Uryasz. We've been talking about nutrition and fitness available at HealthWorks. And one of the programs that you guys, Stephen, have just begun is called Fitness Improvement Training. Get it? Fitness Improvement Training. What is it? How's it different?
So instead of a typical class where people will just show up, jump around, listen to the instructor, follow along and leave probably only remembering half of what they did, which is kind of what some people are looking for, that kind of zone out, just get through this workout. But this one, the instructors are going to take a little bit more time instructing them on basic aspects of fitness. So they're going to talk about cardiovascular fitness and break it down. They're going to talk about flexibility and break it down, strength training, form, and all that stuff. So this way, they have a better understanding of fitness in general, so they can be a little bit more independent with their workout. So it's taking a little different approach. We feel that classes in fitness are available to people, at their fingertips, so they can find something to follow anytime they want. But this will give them a little bit more educational background, a little bit more hands-on, if you will.
A little bit more as to the why you're doing this and specifically what it actually is doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, because form, obviously, I think form can get away from us when we're just in a big old class and we cheat a little bit, even though we're not trying to cheat. But if you understand, okay, if you do it this way, this is actually what you're doing. And if you do it the other way, you could open yourself up for injury and, more painful.
Yeah.
Okay, so check that out. Fitness Improvement Training available at HealthWorks. Margie, if I were to ask you, we're starting to hear more and more people eating a little bit less meat. Give me some options here on your plate if you want to go a little bit less meat. What would you recommend?
Well,
I know you're not a meat hater.
I'm not a meat hater.
Yep.
And I don't really think there's any bad food. It's a matter of being able to control your portion sizes, and out of that food category, making the healthiest choice, learning about what's healthier versus maybe not as healthy. And meat comes into that as well, because you can choose a really higher, a fattier cut of meat versus a leaner cut. And the leaner cut of meat is going to be a little bit better for you. And it depends on your health goals too. It depends on what you may have underlying clinically as well. So it all varies, but it's real individualized. But really, Americans tend to eat more meat than we probably need to. So even if we cut back a little bit, it's still going to be okay. We still will get enough protein in our diet. But typically in your plate, you have about a quarter of your plate for your meat, and then the rest of the plate should be filled with whole grains and vegetables, basically. And fruit is important too. I encourage a lot of vegetables and a lot of whole grains, and fresh fruit too. I think is really important and very healthy.
What's your favorite whole grains? What's your recommendation for whole grains?
Oh, I love the quinoa. I love kind of the different grains. And of course, whenever I buy bread, I try to always get the whole grain breads. Even adding like a flaxseed, sprinkling flaxseed on certain things that are, it would fit into. I've recommended that before, just to increase the fiber. But fiber becomes extremely important as well when it comes to health goals. It helps lower cholesterol. It can help blood sugar control. It can help with weight management. So that's the whole premise behind whole grains.
Are you a calorie counter as far as when you work with your clients? Are you trying to say, hey, let's do 2,000 or 2,200 or 2,500 or whatever it might be?
Yeah, it depends on the client. Probably for the most part, yes. But if someone doesn't want to, we just focus on healthy foods. And I think that maybe I'm old school. A lot of people don't recommend counting calories, but I like for people to keep track of their food and keep track of what they're eating so that they know how much they're eating. Because many times we just eat mindlessly. Mm-hmm. Is that the right word?
Yeah, mindlessly, sure.
And we need to be more mindful. So if keeping track of your food and kind of knowing what is in it helps, then yes, we'll write that down and look at overall calorie intake.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So if you've been thinking about it and you want to get serious about your nutrition, it's available to you. Margie Uryasz is the registered dietitian, nutritionist at HealthWorks. there to help you. Just simply give them a call, 599-2515, 599-2515, or from a fitness standpoint, a varied number of options for you as well. And Stephen Gutshall is the fitness director. Guys, good insight. We encourage people, as we said at the very start of the show, just start off with little teeny baby steps. Just keep doing the baby steps. They'll turn into a bigger step. Bigger step turns into a full walk. And then before you know it, you'll be making some significant progress. Change your life. Really, because I know you guys see it each and every, I mean, you guys see it all the time. Stephen, there's many years you've been at HealthWorks, you've seen a lot of people change their life.
Yeah, we've seen some people do some incredible things.
Yeah, so it could be you. So now is the time for you. Check it out, HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness. Guys, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure to have you. Stephen Gutshall and Margie Uryasz from HealthWorks Rehab and Fitness. Thanks for being with us. WAJR's Ask the Experts. I'm Tony Caridi, and stay with us. More coming up here on WAJR.